Hey guys, good morning. Happy belated 4th of July. I hope you guys had a great 4th. We did. It was lots of craziness, lots of fun, and we are all really tired. Anyway, so today we are talking about 4 steps to create your budget. So even if you already have a budget, this might be a way to kind of improve your budget and figure out how to get it better if it's not working for you. So first of all, grab a piece of paper and a pencil if you want to so you can follow around. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to stop and actually do the work I'm telling you to do. But the first thing you need to do is you need to get a paper, and we are going to make columns. So first we're going to make 2 columns, 2 big ones, and then we're going to have some smaller columns. So in the very first column, we are going to make your expense list, so everything that you spend money on, and we're going to divide that into 3 groups. The very first group of the expenses are your bills, so your phone bill, your utilities, your mortgage, any debt that you have to pay. I count our food as a bill because we kind of can't live without it, and I do count our gas for driving, filling up cars as a bill because we really need our cars and gas to get places. So write down all of your bills. I'm not talking about prices or anything, just write down all the bills that you have to pay. The second part of your expenses is your savings. So I'm not talking about just general savings. I recommend dividing it up. So for example, we have car insurance and we pay for it twice a year. So we pay for it every 6 months. So twice a year we get a whole bunch of money taken out that we have to pay for our car insurance. So each month we put a little bit of money into it, into savings for our car insurance. Each month we put a little bit of money into Christmas fund, to vacation fund, into medical fund, what other ones, categories, into car maintenance, into schooling. So start making a list of stuff that you want to save for, because you have a big payment every couple of months or once a year, and that's the savings list that I want you to make. And then the third expenses is everything else. So stuff that you spend for home improvements, your pleasure, your date. We have 5 categories for other expenses. We have date, we have pleasure, we have home improvement, children, so all of our diapers, clothes, wipes, that stuff, all under children's. It's a lot. And we also have other expenses, so anything that's not date, pleasure, home improvement, or children's, everything else will go under other expenses. I recommend having the least amount possible instead of dividing it up into a lot of different categories. It's a little bit easier. So the first step is you are under this expenses column. I want you to write down your bills, write down your stuff you need to save for, and write down your other expenses. We're not adding in money yet. So that's the very first step. I'm going to link up to a blog post about that has a picture of this sheet that I'm showing you, and in the comments below, I want to make either a PDF or an Excel spreadsheet of some of my budgeting worksheets. So in the comments below, let me know if you're interested in one and if you would prefer it in like a PDF fill-in document or what, because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that one. So the second step is figuring out your monthly income. So how much money do you bring home? Not what's taken out and goes into retirement, like how much money actually gets deposited into your bank account. So you need to total that up. Typically it's about the same amount for each month. And once you have that figured out, we are going to the third step. And the third step, I'm looking at my notes, hang on, is it's time to divide up the cash. Now this gets a little bit scary, but stay with me. It might take you a week or so to figure it out. So first thing, we're going to start with the bills again. So you want to divide up your cash. You should know how much each month you pay for your phone, your mortgage. You should know about how much you have to pay for debt. Utilities, you might want to, we combine our water and gas and electricity. I put it all under a specific utility, so that might take a month or 2 of looking back at your past bills to see how much you spend. So you want to start putting values by each of these bills that you have, and that's the easiest expense that you need to set your money for. Then the second one is your savings. So the example I did earlier was we pay car insurance twice a year. So let's say our car insurance is $600 every 6 months. So every 6 months, or no, every month we take $100 out and we put it into savings. So when we owe that car insurance, we have $600 set aside and we're not draining our savings account, and we don't have to come up with $600 that we don't have out of a paycheck. So we do that with our savings for car insurance, our car registration. We do that. So another example is Christmas. Let's say you want to spend $1,200 on Christmas. So each month you need to put $100 into savings, and around Christmas time you'll have $1,200 that you can spend for Christmas. So that's what I want you to divide up for savings. If you pay life insurance or retirement, and if that's taken out once a year or 3 or 4 times a year, then divide that amount up into however often the payments are, and each month take out what you need to take out. So the next one is how to divide up your other expenses. So pretty much whatever money you have left from your monthly income, you take out the bills, you take out your savings, and whatever money you have left is what you want to divide up between your date, your pleasure, home improvement, all of that stuff. Now, I do want to give you one really important tip is do not budget for more than what you have or exactly what you have. I recommend budgeting under like 50 to 100 bucks, because speaking for myself here, we have hardly ever had a perfect month, and we almost always go over. Sometimes it's only by a few bucks, but sometimes it's by a lot more. And I found that as we budget lower, $100 than what we actually make, then that actually gives us that little bit of leeway, because I'm human, I'm assuming you're human, and we kind of all make mistakes. So that is one of the tips about that, is budgeting a little bit less. And a tip that most people should know is don't budget more than what you have. If you have extra income that you bring in and it's different each month, great. Put that towards a different savings goal or start saving it up for other stuff. But this is for exactly how much income you make is what we're going to do. So that are the 3 tips. I'm going to go over them really quick because we've had some people join us. So the first thing you want to do to create your budget is make a list. We're going to do columns. You're going to do a budget, an expenses list, and then we're going to start budgeting how much we make for the expenses and dividing it up. And then each month I go through and I write how much we spent and didn't, so I can look at the history, how much we actually spent for utilities. And let's say I usually put $200 and we've been spending $250, so I'll have to up the budget in a couple months. So let me know. I want to make some budgeting worksheets to give out for free. And let me know if you would prefer them in a PDF file or if you like Excel, and you can enter it in, because I haven't made them yet, so I'm willing to get any ideas you have about it. My phone's making noises. Anyway, so if you have any questions, let me know. Share this with a friend, and be sure to comment if you have any questions. I will link up a blog post with all of this down in writing, so you can see it a little bit more and with some examples of what I actually do for my budget. And Friday I will be on what my frugal living and food storage tips are, what I've done this week. So everybody have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your holiday if you're still not working, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.